Hey guys, how you doing? So, look at this beautiful, beautiful place I'm at, okay? Very serene, tranquil. What a great way to start my Tuesday. And this is a customer's house. Hey, I just realized I'm kind of matching the scenery here. So, I'm going to share something to you. I know it's going to bless somebody out there. It's deep what I'm about to share. But you know what? I'm a deep person and God's a deep God. So, when I was in I think my 30s, late 30s or 40s, my parents were still alive. I'm 60 now. And I prayed to God. I said this. I said, Lord, I know I'm not worthy. That's how I felt. But could you please tell me the day you take my parents away so I won't be surprised? That's what I'm praying. That's what I prayed, guys, if your parents are still alive. I didn't want to just walk in on them. I mean, I wanted God to show me. And so I said, please, Lord, the day you take my mom and my father, don't let it be a surprise. Show me so I'm kind of ready. Because how many of you know you're never really ready? But here's what happened when I prayed that prayer. I think I'm going to say 15 years later, it was first my father. I was literally walking, I was hiking with my friends. It was in December on a warm Saturday, I'll never forget. And it was like 23 years ago, I think now. And all of a sudden, I stopped and I said to my friends, I think I have to go back to my dad's house. I just feel I have to go back to my dad's house. And my friends are looking at me, yeah, all right, whatever. And I did. And I walked in, and my dad had a woman that helped do the gardening, make lunch and stuff like that. My dad was older, and my mom was still alive. She's in the house, but she was bedridden because she had congestive heart failure and diabetes. So she was in a bed in downstairs, and so I walk in, and the woman meets me, and she goes, your father," and I knew right away, guys. I knew right away. And I used to be an emergency medical technician, so I knew CPR. I would just also encourage anyone to take CPR class. But can I tell you, you don't need to know the numbers of breaths and compressions. Because when you're in that state, you're not even thinking about the numbers. You're just doing it. Okay, so I come and my dad is lying face down on the ground. And I immediately knew. I turned him over, and you just go into tunnel vision mode, right? But I knew the Lord was with me. And I started doing CPR on him. And my mom doesn't know what's going on because she's in the hospital bed in the den. And unfortunately, the woman that was with us, I asked her to help me do CPR. She was a nurse too, but she's in shock. She's like, I don't know what to do. What a time to not know what to do, huh? But anyway, so I did that, and I was calling the ambulance at the same time and telling them to come down because my dad just had a heart attack and that we need you. So they came down, and then I ran out to the fields and I was crying. I was crying, and there was a soccer game going on out in the field because we had a big field out there near the high school. And some women heard me crying. I mean, I was like, I was wailing actually. Never wailed in my life, but I loved my father. And I was on my knees wailing, and these women came down, and they were so comforting. How many of you know that God set all that up? God set all that up, and He can do it for you too. So you won't be shocked and surprised when your parents do take their last breath. The Lord will show you and help you. So these women helped me out. And do you know the ambulance came and revived my father? Actually, they said it was great that you started CPR at that time because then we could put the paddles on them, and he revived. Now, he was in a coma, but he could hear every word I prayed over him and spoke over him because I saw tears come out of his eyes. And then the Lord did take him away. It was a massive heart attack. But I'm telling you, I prayed and asked the Lord, please honor me, even though I said I might not be honorable. Could you honor me with my mother and father and show me the day you're going to take him away? That was my father. My mother, by then she was in a nursing home because she had complications, health complications. She lived another 5 years. One day I came in to talk to her. I looked down at her legs because she had congestive heart failure, and her ankles were so swollen they were like leaking water. That's the last sign of like a congestive heart failure. And I just knew. Again, it was around Christmas. Why? Why people have to pass away around Christmas, I don't know. It does make it hard for the child. But it was around Christmas. That was 2006. And I just knew. And don't you know, on Christmas Day, I get a phone call, and the nurse said, your mother just passed away. But I knew. I already knew. God took care of that. So that's why I'm here today to share. You know, nobody wants to think about these things. But I asked the Lord for favor. I asked him, please honor me and show me. I said that because I said, I never honored my mother and my father really good as a teenager. But when I became a Christian, I did. And I said, this Bible says, if you honor your mother and your father, it will go well with you and you will have long life. So I said, Father, please see that I honored my mother and my father when I became a Christian, and show me the day you're going to take them away so I won't be surprised. So I just want to share that nugget to you. It's not too late to ask the Lord that, and ask him for grace and mercy. With my father, I was a little closer, so it was tough. I didn't think after he passed away I was ever going to smile again or enjoy spring. But you know what? As time went on, I got on my bike, I rode down this hill, and I was happy again. I was okay. It takes time when a parent passes away. And you know, as far as like losing a sister, brother, you know, you can pray that too. The same thing. And I know people have lost their children. I don't know what to say about that because I never lost a child, but I know that God is a God of mercy and grace. So he did that for me, and you know what? He can do that for you. All right, guys? So God bless you. Have a great, what is today? Tuesday. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.